Hi, my name is Sahil, and I'm a junior studying computer science, statistical data science, and economics. I'm currently an RA at Connecticut Hall in the Upper Division Honors Learning Community. Honestly, what draws me to the SRA role is a chance to build community, both with residents and with the staff. I've seen how impactful it can be when someone is a steady, confident presence in moments of uncertainty. As an SRA, I have the chance to set the tone for the space that people call home, to make a big place like UConn feel a little smaller and more connected. I've experienced that kind of support myself from my current SRAs, and I'd really like it to pay it forward and create the same sense of belonging for others. As an RA, I've really strengthened my leadership skills, learning how to stay composed, build community, and support residents day to day. As an SRA, I want to take that a step further by focusing on mentorship, learning how to guide and support other RAs in their own growth. I'm also hoping to learn how to balance the admin side of the job with the people centered side, things like duty coordination, communication with HDs, and mentoring peers, while still maintaining that personal connection with residents. Overall, I want to come away with a stronger understanding of how to support people in a variety of situations, whether that's residents in crises, an RA who needs encouragement, or a team that's still trying to find its rhythm. I see the SRA role as a chance not to gr- as a chance to grow not just as a leader, but as someone who helps others lead with confidence too. I see the SRA as a bridge between the RA and the HDs. I help keep communication flowing both ways, making sure RAs feel supported and that HDs stay in the loop on what's happening in the building. I think a big part of the role is mentorship and role modeling. The SRA helps set the tone of the team culture, showing through action what professionalism, teamwork, and follow through looks like. When a new RA sees how you handle duty, communicate, or problem solve, it sets the standard for the whole staff. We're also the first line of support when RAs need help, whether it's during a tough situation that they're dealing with personally or just navigating their first year in the role. I see myself helping to make sure we operate as one team, not just as a group of individuals working side by side. And of course, there's the admin side again, making sure everyone completes their duty requirements, supporting the staff navigating through their struggles, and helping with hall council. But even those pieces tie back to leadership. They help the building run smoothly so that everyone else can focus on building community. I see myself fitting into the SRA role as a mentor who leads by example. I've learned how powerful small moments can be for residents. Those moments taught me that presence matters just as much as policy. I also see myself as a team culture builder. I like checking in with people, keeping morale high, and making sure everyone feels valued and supported. I've noticed that when people feel connected and respected, they work better together, and that's the kind of environment I want to help create for our staff. I also bring a growth mindset to the team, both for myself and for others. I'm always open to feedback and love helping people find confidence in their own strengths. At the core of everything, I try to live by the golden rule, treating everyone with kindness and respect. I think that I think that's the foundation of being a supportive leader and the kind of SRA people can trust. I think I'd really excel in three main areas of duty and being an SRA: duty management, mentorship, and leadership. For duty management and crises responses, I've already had a strong experience as a senior building manager of the student union, where I supervise the student staff who run the building. I'm responsible for staff training, making sure all duty shifts are filled, and keeping our coverage system organized, whether that's putting in shifts, updating swaps, or finding last minute coverage when someone can't make it. The role also mirrors the RA position in a lot of ways. I do hourly rounds, write incident reports, and uphold Yukon policy to maintain a safe and professional environment. That experience has helped me learn how to stay calm under pressure, communicate clearly, and lead by example during unpredictable situations. I'd also excel in mentorship and staff support. I enjoy bringing people together, whether it's through team bonding, checking in after staff meeting, or just creating a space for people to feel heard. I've learned that teams work best when everyone feels supported and valued. And lastly, I take pride in leadership and accountability. As a senior building manager, I hold myself to high standards, and I expect the same from my team. Not just out of pressure, but because reliability and consistency makes everyone's jobs easier. I bring that same mindset to the SRA role, making sure that our staff feels both supported and motivated to do their best work. I think my current supervisor would say that one challenge I've faced is learning to reach out for help when I need it. I I tend to want to solve problems on my own because I don't want to be a burden or seem like I can't handle something. Early on that sometimes Early on that sometimes meant I'd try to take on too much before looping others in. Over time, I've learned that collaboration doesn't take away from independence. It actually strengthens it. Being part of a team means sharing perspectives and using everyone's strengths to get the best outcome. I've been working on this by being more intentional about communicating early with my peers and HDs, especially when I see a potential issue coming up. I also remind myself that asking for support isn't a weakness. It leads to better decision making and better results for everyone involved. I think the best way to role model appropriate behavior as an SRA is to lead by example and stay consistent in how I show up. Whether it's being on time, handling duty calmly, or communicating clearly, I want to set a standard that others can rely on. I also want to make it a point to treat everyone equally and encourage reflection and feedback because leadership isn't about control. It's about helping others grow alongside you. SRAs do not only have to be there when you need help, they can also be your friend. I have made some really close friends with my staff this year because SRAs did an amazing job doing this during team building activities, during staff meeting, and in the beginning of the year. I still remember playing code names, the imposter game, and doing Chipotle runs with my staff. If it weren't for the SRAs to break the ice in the beginning of my relationship with the staff, or my relationship with the staff would not have been as smooth. The SRA role does not stop at the end of training week, though. They also help make sure that inter-staff relationships are going smoothly throughout the year. I really enjoyed our staff bowling trip and eating together at Mexicali. I want to be an SRA that brings our team spirit up and make sure that all of our staff has. I want to make sure that all of our staff has got each other's backs. But when it comes to boundaries, I plan to communicate expectations early so RAs know when I'm there as a peer versus when I'm there as a friend. I want to support without overstepping by helping people think through their solutions instead of solving the problems for them. I try to stay self aware of my own limits and emotions, and if something feels beyond my scope, I'll seek guidance from hall directors. Overall, I want to be approachable, fair, and consistent, someone who others know and can count on for both support and professionalism. Thank you.